because Google gives too many options and people simply don't have the time. And AI only gives you one answer and you trust that answer. They give you a summary, which is particularly annoying, but that's what it is. And people simply don't want to research anymore. They want conclusions. So that's why they're not Googling you anymore. Is SEO dead or just different? Well, it has evolved. Right now, SEO was about, showing up first and being there first. Now it's very different. People simply, how do I say this? You need to show up in the AI answers. Any answer that you're looking for, you need to show up there. So it has evolved in the way that we actually do. It's not dead, but it has evolved. What the hell is AEO and why should service pros care? So for those of you that don't know what AEO means, it is answer engine optimization, which means that you make a question and they give you an answer based on that question. So if your brand is not showing up in that answer, you're most probably invisible. So we can actually train how to get your answers to these AI tools. So AEO, what it does, it helps AI help you find you. So they can actually recommend you, so that your brand is out there and people actually get to see it. But they also, AEO, what it does is understands what you are all about. So they consume what you're all about and they recommend you based on what they know and what they have found about your business and your brand. What is the difference between search? So search is really how you actually get those links that you get when you go to Google and you get those links. That is the search. For AI, it is actually how it actually knows about you. They don't even rely on those links. So if you're not showing up in those searches they're doing, you're sort of invisible there. How are tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity changing client behavior? Well, they're shortcutting everything. People simply think they want things really fast. So what AI is doing is summarizing for you, is erasing and moving away your research capabilities, or for you to actually go deep on something. So it's giving you the answers right away, because unfortunately people don't want to be looking for stuff anymore. So they're relying, and if you actually, like I said before, and if you are not showing up on those answers, you're nowhere. So for me, it has become something that I am working on the business right now, so that we end up showing up in those answers. Because if they get to decide where I'm gonna be, oh my God, my everything I'm doing is in the hands of the AI world. And not only that, is that AI is deciding who gets mentioned and who doesn't get mentioned. Do I still need a website if no one's landing on it? Yes, of course, you need a website, but the website is not the big star anymore. Now AI will find you through all these social media platforms and in the answers that people are searching for, but also, on your YouTube, on your Instagrams, or on your bios, on your LinkedIn bios, okay? So you have to be consistent with everything that you're saying about yourself, but in your articles, in your emails. So if you are in all those places, what they will actually do is they're gonna simply, what AI will do, or actually what people will do, is that because they're getting all these answers, they will later go to your website to confirm that you're actually real. Because yes, AI can recommend something, but maybe they go, which I've done, by the way, I've gone and there's like a bogus website. So your website needs to be on point as well, and repeat everything that you're putting out so it's all consistent. as you are, as people are actually searching for you or for your service or for your business. I'm not getting traffic. Does that mean that my brand is failing? You know what? Not necessarily. It just means that, well, you're just a little bit hidden. And what you have to be doing is it means that you need to get mentioned more so that the AI tools and the summaries and all that can actually know where to place you. So if they're confused because maybe your messaging and your content, it's all over the place and you're showing up different sort of things, then maybe you are confusing the AI. And this is where I always say, go back to planning and strategy, not simply posting, because it's not really about posting right now when it comes to AI or AEO. So make your content more linear, more strategic, more thinking how I want people to actually find me for these sort of things that I offer within my service, so that the AI knows exactly where to place you, how to recommend you, so that you are top of mind. How can I use AI to track how I show up in AI? You know, simply, and this is the simplest way, ask it. Ask, what do you know about Veronica de Polo, or your name? Like, who do you usually recommend to for, I don't know, the service that you provide? Ask those questions and even go further, because if you don't come up, then ask it and say, how can I actually show up to be recommended for AI tools to recommend what I'm actually doing? So you need to train the tool to talk about you. You need to train it like you train a dog, or anything that you're doing. You have to simply ask so much about all the things that you actually do. List all the things that you do in your business, all the services that you do, and ask, who do they actually refer to? And be very specific with the words and countries and cities and specifically on what you do. Don't be broad in your question, okay? So maybe it comes to you, but still do the vague ones and then ask it, how can we actually improve this, right? What does interest media mean, and how should I adapt my content? So what this actually means is that, and I know you know, because every time you grab your phone and you look for something, you know that you are searching and scrolling through your interests. So interest media, that's what it all is. It will only show you the things that you are interested about. If you are interested in your friends' things, maybe your friends will show up or your colleagues will show up. But if you're looking at memes and flying Shih Tzus and things like that, of course you're gonna get all that. So it will only feed what you're interested about. So what I would suggest that you actually do is to stop creating content for your followers. And I've been saying this for the longest time. I always say, make your content for the people that actually don't know you, your ideal potential clients. But make that content and those posts to be more about curiosity of the things that you actually provide, the things that you actually do within your business, the things that you actually do in your service, what you offer. So make it curious so that you end up showing up, because if you keep creating content for your followers, you're not gonna keep on, showing up, because mostly people are not interested in what we usually do. And right now, that is exactly what is happening. So what should I be doing to get found in 2025? Oh, well, what a beautiful question. What a beautiful question. Well, you gotta start teaching AI to talk about you. You gotta keep teaching AI about your name, your niche, what you actually do, how you serve, who you don't serve, all these sort of things. You can't wait for the algorithm or AI to actually do it for you. You gotta do the work. You can do that on your website. You can change the copy, the words that are there, so it gets picked up. You can have a Q&A about the things that you actually do, because these questions get picked up by AI. Maybe put a chatbot on your website, for example. So even your content, what you're doing on social media, answer those questions that most people are asking for, but give it a twist that is your own. Don't sound like ChatGPT wrote your answers. Make it your own, make it your own pace, put some humor into it, but be sure, because right now, if you're watching this video, you know that Instagram will right now take your social media posts and they will appear within ChatGPT, Perplexity, and all these different AI tools. So be sure that your content does exactly what people like Instagram are asking. But this is gonna happen here. I mean, YouTube, it's all about like that. So be sure that you're still using your long keywords and your AI and AEO search, how people are searching for things, and then simply create your content. It doesn't mean more. It just means it needs to be a lot more better, with more specificity and more intent and purpose. Okay, ciao. Gracias.